What is up, everybody? So today I'm going to be reviewing the new Christmas units. I'm really excited about these units. They're actually really good. And I'm going to be looking at the event a little bit, but not much. So the units, it's interesting. I'll go ahead into the gacha, and the units are all magic themed. They're all magic attackers or balance types that kind of revolve around magic. So it is really interesting. I don't know that we've seen another banner like this where they're just all one type, like magic or physical. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, could be overlooking something, but this event is completely magic. So it's pretty crazy, and I do really like the art for these units. They're really nice. And then I really like the Chloe as well, which is the farmable unit in this event. I think I love Hestia. Hestia is my favorite character, and I love her outfit. I think my favorite is Lily, though. My favorite unit in general might be Lily for this event. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the gacha details, look at the units and what they do, and kind of go over them. And afterwards, I'll tell you guys what I think. Like, which ones I think are better and which ones I think are not better. So first for Belle. Before I go into Belle's abilities, I'm going to look at his magic. I'm going to compare everything about Belle to Levi from the Attack on Titan event that just ended. So his magic is 1389. Levi's is 14 something. So Levi's physical attack, but you know what I mean. Levi's strength is 14 something in the higher 14s, I believe. And then Belle's agility is 753. I believe Levi's is 840 something. I could be wrong about that. So you guys go and check that. But anyway, so he has a little bit less, which magic attackers usually have less magic than physical attackers have strength. But do note that this Belle is getting a character exclusive weapon. He actually already got it. If you guys have not cleared Belle episode 29 very hard, you should definitely do that. You have to S clear it, and you'll get a magic Hestia knife, which is insane. I guess since they're adding, more magic themed Bells into the game, they thought that they should do that and make all of the Bells OP instead of just, physical Bells. So now we have another Hestia knife for magic Bells, and I think that is crazy. So it's really good. So if you do have magic Bells, you should go ahead and get that. And if you need like an assist or something, you all are welcome to use mine. So I'll go ahead and show my friend code at some point in this video, and you can use my assist if you need it. If you don't need it, that's fine too. I hope you can clear it. I really do hope that you can clear it, because that weapon is very nice. But anyway, so Belle's attacks are literally the exact same as Levi's, except they're magic fire attacks. So low fire magic attack with a self fire attack damage of 75% for 4 turns, and foes mid fire magic attack and self magic plus 60% for 4 turns. So like I said, literally the same thing as Levi, and then foes high fire magic attack with ultra uncounter rate. He's really good. Like I said, Levi was insane, and Belle was insane, just like Levi was. Like I do think that they're both really good. And okay, so some people are saying that Levi and I guess Belle now are not as good as, say, Honor Succession Belle, because they take 2 turns to get their buffs as opposed to just 1 turn. And me and my friend had a discussion about this today. I do think that, see, in a way, the second attack is not as strong as, so let's take Levi. Levi's second attack wouldn't be as strong as Honor Succession Belle's second attack in Wargame, because these are mainly Wargame units. But it is not much weaker. So Belle and Levi both have a 75% buff at the on their first attack. So let's say that they both use skill 1 first turn and boost 75%. Little side note, Levi and this Belle will not Summer Princess Eyes will not, wipe that debuff. So that's cool. They won't wipe that buff. They won't debuff it because it's not a strength buff. it's a fire attack damage buff, which is pretty crazy. And so yeah, so they both have 75% extra attack at this point. And then Honor Succession Belle is going to hit for a high physical attack. And then I believe it has a strength boost with that. Don't hold me to that. I believe there is a strength boost with that, but just with a temporary strength boost kind of thing. And then Levi and then this Belle will hit for another a mid-fire magic attack, which makes this attack a little bit weaker. Mid-fire attack, fire magic attack with magic plus 60%, or in Levi's case, strength plus 60%. So they currently have a 75% and a 60% buff, 135% extra buff, as opposed to Belle's 75%. So, or Honor Succession Belle's 75%. So, what I'm saying is, it does take an extra turn to get going at full strength, but after the first turn, it's as strong as Belle's first turn. So even though it does take another turn to buff, it's as strong. It keeps up. It keeps up with Honor Succession Belle. It just gets stronger. So I do think that these are really good, and I think that it shouldn't get hate for that because I do think that it's insane. So anyway, tell me your guys' thoughts about that, but that is my thought on that. So moving on to the next, I think the craziest unit of this event of the units, Lily. So Winter Cream Lily. I don't know. I hadn't read her name until right now. I don't know what to say about it, to be honest. But anyway, she is a balanced type. She has 1185 magic, so she is not lacking in magic. She, that's almost magic attack status, or magic attacker. Yeah, magic attacker status, a couple hundred off. But so we have foes fire magic attack. And this really surprised me. When I was looking at these earlier, I thought that there might be a chance that they were fire, but expecting fire for Valentine's Day, and I did not expect them to put fire in the winter ones. I thought that they would be light, but they're not. They are fire, so that kind of surprised me. But I mean, that's cool. But anyway, allies magic plus 45% and heal plus 30% for 4 turns. So your entire party gets a 45% magic boost. So that is just insanity. And heal plus 30%. So that means that when they heal, they will heal 30% more HP. So say their heal was going to heal 30% of your HP. Now it'll heal 60%, which is pretty crazy. And then a foe's high fire magic attack. So you do get that magic attack, the high magic attack in there. And then allies low HP heal and 30% HP regen for 2 turns. Yeah. She's a low heal and a 35% HP regen for 2 turns. So with a 15% assist healer, that's a 50% heal every turn, which is crazy. Very crazy. 50% heal every turn and a low heal on the spot, as well as the 45% magic buff and a 30% heal buff. I just think that this unit is insane. To be honest, I don't know. It just baffles me. It's crazy. It's crazy. So anyway, moving on. Reindeer Goddess Hestia, whom I also think is insane. Her stat is in magic. Surprise. I like the little Belle doll on her sleigh. So she's cool. I like her. So she has, at level 80, she does allies magic and fire attack damage and wind attack damage plus 15%. So I don't know what to say about this. This unit is crazy, especially if you have a magic, fire, and wind attack team. So you can use it for any of the above, but if you have all of them, then you definitely want this unit. You can use it for a fire team. You can use it for a wind team, which doesn't really exist right now, but you will. We have the Belle, which, he got a bad rap because there's not a lot of wind support at the moment, but the Attack on Titan Belle, I mean. But I think he'll be good in the future at some point. And we do have Ryu, and we'll probably be getting more in the future. So anyway, 15% magic boost, 15% fire boost, and 15% wind boost. So 3 buffs in 1 assist. That is so much value. We haven't seen this before. At most we've seen 2. And when they started doing 2, I thought it was like really powerful, because we were just seeing like 1 and maybe like an endurance down for your opponent or something like that. But now this is insane. Like 3 different buffs on one character, and that is insanity in my opinion. Now none of these buffs help me at all, so I don't really care personally, because I play a physical team that doesn't have any fire or wind characters on it. So it literally affects me none. The only thing that would gain off of this is Belle's special arts, which I have no control over, and I don't care if the one attack gets 15% extra damage. But if you guys do have that unit's insane. So anyway, especially if you're playing fire magic or fire wind or a combination of the 3, it's a 30% boost in total, which is insane. Anyway, Glistening Elf Ryu, she is actually the character that I want most, I believe, off these banners, as well as Anya. I would really like Anya, but I think Ryu is the character that I would like to have the most. So let me go over these. So we have Ryu's is a foe's fast ultra wind magic attack and removes strength and magic buffs except assist skills. So I think it's interesting that it's a fast magic attack. So this is specifically for war games. I don't think this actually affects anything else in the game except war games, except maybe her attack order, when you're chaining attacks in your party. If you save up 4 special arts, for example, and use them all, maybe she'd go first. But fast ultra wind magic attack and removes strength and magic buffs except assist skills. So removes strength and magic buffs, and it's fast. And what that means for this character is, in Wargame, when both you and your opponent have your special arts gauge charged, which happens a lot, actually, you're probably going first. And that is really good, because I know a lot of times my opponent will go first and just destroy me, and that's unfortunate. And I think it's interesting that they gave her a fast one. Like I said, I believe that's the first fast special arts we've seen. So I know I don't usually spend a lot of time on special arts, but I think that this one's particularly is insane. So her skills: foes low wind magic attack and self wind attack damage plus 60%. For 4 turns, and so she does get the wind attack damage buff, and then foes high wind magic attack with temporary magic boost and 20% seal. So she does get the seal in there, which is pretty crazy. Not a lot of people are running a seal assist, which, I mean, more people will be running them now, because, spoiler alert, Seer has a seal resist. And then the last one, mid wind magic attack and allies physical resist plus 25% for 3 turns. So really good. A little less resist than Casino Lady Shakti, but she does give the resist, so really good against physical teams. And that makes her pretty good in physical record busters and story missions, like story bosses. Really good for that. And I think the Seal's really good, because Seal is insane in Wargame, in my opinion, and I think that's why Kino to this day is still a little relevant. You'll still see people playing Kino. I've seen people playing Kino this season. Actually, I've played against some, and I think Seal's really good. So now we have I don't know. I like this unit a lot. I don't know where I was going with that train of thought, but I do like this unit a lot, and I think I'm going to try for it. I forgot that these units were. I forgot that this unit was wind. So now we, I guess, have off the top of my head, if I'm not missing any, the 3 wind units. So we can almost make a wind team. So that's cool. And they're all magic. So maybe that assist is worth getting. I mean, magic and wind. So we'll see. We'll see if that could be a pretty good team actually. I think wow. That's actually really cool. Anyway, so our special arts is called Speed Party, which is pretty crazy. It's an interesting name. So we have Anya up here, a Holiday Cat, Anya from Elle, and her special arts is an Ultra Earth magic attack with temporary magic boost and ultra critical rate. So hello, Record Buster. And then she has a faux low Earth magic attack and self magic plus 75% for 4 turns, faux high Earth magic attack and Earth resist minus 35% for 3 turns, which is cool. She doesn't buff herself, she debuffs her opponent, which is cool. So faux high Earth magic attack with temporary magic boost and guard rate minus 40% for 4 turns. And when I was reading through her before, I thought that the first 2 abilities were really good, but I'm like, how does that, it effectively is the same as what we've been getting from single target attackers recently, except, well, Mikasa has the double buffs for herself, whereas Anya just has a buff and a debuff for her opponent, which is essentially the same, except Anya's debuff for the opponent is a little less than the buff that Mikasa has. But this 4th skill, or the 3rd skill, I mean, it is a high Earth magic attack with a temporary magic boost and guard rate minus 40%. So that's actually crazy. I think this is the highest guard rate debuff we have in the game currently, and that's really good for Record Buster, actually. And I do want to summon this banner, I think, because I do want a good Record Buster unit. Maybe this is the one that I'll end up getting, and I don't think she's as relevant right now, especially for me because I don't have many magic attackers. And, I don't think there's really a Record Buster that has that's weak to Earth in the rotation right now, which because of this unit, they might put one in, or I could have just be oblivious to it, and one of the Record Buster bosses is, weak to Earth sometimes. I'm not sure. But I do think that if not soon, I think that she'll be relevant soon. I do think she'll be relevant at some point in the near-ish future. Anyway, so I do think that she's worth picking up if you're really into Record Buster. Which I do want to start getting into Record Buster because my War Games team is coming along and almost where I want it to be. So anyway, the last unit is Holiday Spirit Seer, and she has at level 80, she has a slow resist and seal resist plus 100% with endurance plus 5%. So she buffs your endurance 5%, which I don't know why they threw that in there. Just here you go. Here's an extra 5% endurance for you. Just in case your opponent's running something that, negs your endurance 6%, now it only debuffs you 1%. So I don't know. But anyway, slow resist and seal resist. So this is good. This is real good for War Game because a lot of people are running slow like the Summer Hestia. I'm actually running her. Summer Hestia at +5 gives plus 90% slow to your opponent's team. So it's probably gonna slow, and this will stop it. 100%. 90% has nothing on 100%. So. And seal resist, which, as you saw up here, Reveria has some seal attacks or a seal attack, and this stops it. So it's solid, and her stats look like they are in endurance and magic, which is interesting. Will that be an A in both? I believe that. I think that'll be an A in both, or an S. Will it be an S in both? I don't know. We can look, but yeah, that's interesting. For sure. But yeah, I think overall these units are really good, and I think Lily is the best unit on the banner. I was thinking whether I should say that or not. I do think that Lily is the best unit on either banner, in my opinion. I think she's insane, and I told you. Well, I'll finish this train of thought first. I think she's insane, and yeah, like if you have a Magic team, I think that she will be really, really good for that Magic team. We saw Fushikata Chigusa really early in the release of the game, and she's still relevant, like to this day. Some top players were playing her last season in Wargame, and even with the strength buffs that we have and stuff, she's still relevant. And I think that this Lily will be relevant too. I think she'll be like that. I could be completely off base on that. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I do think that she is really, really good. After that, I don't. I have trouble saying whether I think Ryu or Belle is better. I am gonna probably say Belle is better because he did get the knife, the Magic Hestia knife. After that, though, I'm gonna go ahead and say Ryu. I might tie them. I might give them a tie. But we'll say Belle for now. I'll say Lily, Belle, Ryu, and then who was even on the other banner? I'm forgetful. Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. Anya, I'm gonna say Anya's the fourth best at the moment, at least, because she has. She's not as useful right now, and like I said, I think she'll be useful later. I feel like I have a feeling she'll be useful sooner rather than later, but especially with the guard rate. But I tend to lean more toward Wargame anyway, and I think that the other units are just a little better. And then as far as the assists go, I think that they're both really good. They're both pretty Wargame centered, in my opinion. But they, especially Hestia, can be used in pretty much any section of the game. But that's my opinion on the matter. I am gonna, like I said, go ahead and look at Lily in the album. Where is she? I have to get one Lily, have to. Black Friday, the Japanese version of the game is confirmed to get a Black Friday sale, so I'm assuming we're going to get that too. I don't know why we wouldn't get a Black Friday sale, which is crazy. It's exactly like the Iris sale that just happened. They're doing it again, and I don't know if there's a limit on how many you can get, so don't make yourself homeless, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to bump her up, go down here to her passives. This is her first passive, Encouragement 1. I knew about this, and this is part of the reason why I think that she is like the best character on the banner. It's insane. So when countering, instead of attacking regularly, it low heals an ally, prioritizes an ally with lower percentage HP. So I think that's insane. She doesn't attack, I'm assuming. But when she counters, so especially if you have a counter rate up or whatever on your team, when she counters, instead of attacking your opponent, she heals your ally. And that is the first we have of that in the game, and that is insane. I think as a healer/support unit, that's just a crazy addition. That she heals on counter instead of attacking, because she is supposed to be that support healer, and since she's doing that on counter, she's doing it in every area, I think that's really, really, really good. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that, because I think that it's crazy. I think it's crazy good. But anyway, I need to go back in the album. Actually, I forgot I was gonna go look at Chloe. So when I saw the Chloe, I thought she was an assist, but she's not. And I love her. I love how she looks. I like Chloe a lot, actually. So I'm really happy about this unit. And speaking of Chloe, Anya has a new weapon. If you guys did not see that in the shop, so you go check that out. She has a magic and physical version of the weapon. It's like the Golden Spear, I believe is what it's called. So, at level 80, I think that she is really, really good. And the account that I've been working on for the series, I've been putting out this last week. It actually just got done today. Is starting a new account, and that account will benefit from this character a lot, and I think a lot of new accounts will benefit from this character a lot. My account right now, like this account, won't benefit as much, but she will be level 80. So I think she's really good. So we have an ultra physical attack with temporary strength boost. Ultra earth physical attack. So she's like Anya with the earth, which makes sense. Allies physical resist plus 35% for 3 turns, which is literally Casino Lady Shakti's, except she has like a crit rate down or something like that, or I don't know what it is. It's something else. I can look at her. I can look at her skill in a minute. She has foes mid-earth physical attack and strength minus 35% for 3 turns. So she has a physical resist and a strength debuff. So she just screws over physical teams, which, or physical bosses, and that's probably what I'll be using her for most, is the physical bosses, because, I have Casino Lady Shakti +1, but if I can get her +5 like that, that's awesome. Like, she's not as good, but she's close enough. And then foes earth physical attack with temporary strength boost. So I do think that she has a lot of potential. She's definitely good against physical attackers, physical bosses, and physical, war games teams. And I do think that it's cool that they're all AoE attacks, because, you can use it in war game effectively as well. So it's a guard rate 35% and physical resist 35%. So it's guard rate, not crit rate. But anyway, still good. But yeah, that is not all that I wanted to say in this video. I take that back. I'm going to go ahead and, just kind of go over the event real quick. The event, which is this. We also got a heroic trial for Belle and Lily. I'll probably just be grabbing the Lily bond regardless. I don't even know if I'm going to summon on that banner, but we'll see. I do want to get at least one Lily. So, this is a rental unit. They say, if you guys play Fate Grand Order, it's kind of like any event character in Fate Grand Order. You get it, and if you complete up to a certain point in the event, you get to keep it. So I already got her. You get her on like story 1-2. They just give her to you. And, you'll get to keep her eventually, and you'll get a bunch of bonds for her. I'm not really sure what this item right here is. Battle Gold. It may be for, like, Anya's weapon. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm interested to see. I feel like it's probably for, like, Anya's weapon or something like that, but I might actually go into the shop and look at that. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of go over this again. I know we did have it for the summer event, but that is the one and only time that it has been in the game. So it is a CP rewards list, and I think at the summer event it was called like Girl P for, I'm assuming, Girl Power or Girl Points. I don't know, but Girl P was pretty crazy. And now it's Sales P. So Sales P level. And I'm assuming it's sales points, so I'm assuming it was girl points. But during the summer event, I was calling it girl power like the entire time because I thought it was ridiculous. But when you get girl points, you will get Anya bonds, and at level 7, sales points, I'm sorry. At sales P level 7, you'll get Chloe, you'll get to keep her. And then, level 9, you'll get the first bond, level 11, you'll get the second, and you'll max her at like level, I think, 17 is when you max her. Past that, you just get a bunch of gnome tickets. You then get 20, 40... 60, 80, 120, 140. You get 150. So 150 gnome tickets, along with the, I believe, 200 from the exchange shop. So yeah, total of 350 gnome tickets, which is pretty good. So we'll definitely be picking those up, and I recommend that you guys pick those up too, along with the hero medal and flame amulet, which really, I don't know. I think it's cool that they're putting them in shops now, to be honest. So I don't know if that'll be a reoccurring thing, but this is the second time that they've done that. So I think it's pretty interesting. And then they do have a gacha, which is pretty crazy. They have a gacha and the rewards, the sales P rewards thing. So, that's pretty cool. And that's pretty much all I want to talk about the event. I am going to go into the blacksmith and check out Chloe's weapon, which is under crafting. I didn't know what I like, my mind's drifting. It's pretty late. Yeah, golden spear. So it is not that. I don't know what it is. When I figure it out in a future video, I'll tell you guys. You guys might know already. It may have been right in front of my face and I just not seen it. That could be very possible. I'm going to go into the shop, and I didn't claim this already because I was just going to show you guys, where it was. I'm assuming you guys do know, but just in case. It is under Special Exchange. Do I know? Special Exchange, Equipment Exchange, and the Magic Hestia knife right here. When I logged in, it was just there because I'd already completed the Belle 29 hard. I'd already cleared it, so... Another thing that came out, which is really cool, is the not purchase Iris. Come on. Item shop. The Miracle Bundles. So the Miracle Bundle is 2 guaranteed 4 stars for 600 Iris. I know these are usually 400 Iris, but they usually only come with 1 guaranteed 4 star. And this has a guaranteed 4 star event 4 star. So, one of the ones from the event, and then just a random 4 star as well. And I might buy a couple of these. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, how I'm feeling. But I might buy a couple of these. We'll see. I'll be, at least if nothing else, buying the mini one, which is just an event character. So I might buy them all. I might just buy this one. You never know. But I guess you guys will find out in a future video. But, the Black Friday sale is coming up. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this video informative, and, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, if you, you could like, subscribe, block me, ignore me, do whatever you want. But thank you guys again. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.